Hello. Welcome to our next essay, that is essay 701. 70 talks about communicating key audit matters in the independent auditor's report. So basically, what are key audit matters? So your key audit matters are those matters that in the auditor's judgment were of most significance in the audit of financial statements. So the auditor wants that my users of financial statement should know this information. Therefore, it is known as key audit matter. So those matters in the auditor's judgment were of most significance in audit of financial statement of your current period. These are selected from matters communicated with TCWG. So all the matters that I have communicated with TCWG, out of those that I feel which are important, which are key to the audit. So those I will be putting in the key audit matter paragraph. This is your essay 701. So what is your scope of essay 701? It deals with auditor's responsibilities to communicate key audit matters in the auditor's report. Okay, it is not a substitute for disclosure. Remember, it is not, first point, substitute for disclosure in financial statements that the applicable financial reporting framework requires to make. Okay, so it is not a substitution for disclosure. It is not a substitute for auditor expressing a modified opinion when required by SS 705. It does not replace any modified opinion, and neither is it a substitute for reporting in accordance with SA 570, that is your going concern. So when a material uncertainty exists relating to events or conditions that may cast significant doubt on entity's current ability to continue as going concern. So if there is anything in SA 570, you do not have to include it in your key audit matters paragraph. Okay. Next is your purpose of communication of key audit matters, as to why you are communicating. So first point is to enhance communicative value of the auditor's report by providing greater transparency. Of course, you are giving more information to our financial statement users. To provide additional information to intended users of financial statement to assist them in understanding those matters that in the auditor's judgment were of most significance. And last is your to assist intended users in understanding the entity and areas of significant management judgment. So you want them to have as much knowledge about the entity as possible. Okay. Next is considerations for determining key audit matters, as to how will you determine, is this my key audit matter or is this not. So key audit matters are to be determined from matters communicated to TCWG. Third time we are studying this line, considering the following, that is if the area has higher risk of material misstatement, and if the auditor feels that it is significant, there is significant audit judgment relating to financial statements that involve management judgment. In such a case, you will conclude that this matter is my key audit matters. Circumstances in which a matter determined to be a key audit matter is not communicated: when you have communicated to TCWG. Out of those communications, you have also identified some key audit matters, but out of these key audit matters also, you will not report some matters. So what are those circumstances? When the law and regulation precludes public disclosure, that means the law and regulation does not allow you to disclose this to the public. This might mean there might be negative sentiments in the market, or it might be confidential information. So if it provides public disclosure, if it precludes public disclosure about the matter. And second is if your audit determines that matter should be communicated in the auditor's report because the adverse consequence of doing so would reasonably be expected to outweigh the public interest to such communication. That is, by communicating this matter, it will cause more harm than not communicating. In such a case, the key audit matter will not be communicated. Now, what is your manner of reporting? As to how will you show that this is the key audit matter? So use a separate section denoted as key audit matters. Description of each key audit matter shall follow the introduction. And third is description of each KAM shall address reason why the matter was considered as key audit matter. So first is you will have to specify that this is my key audit matter paragraph by a separate heading. Second is each of them will have to be given an introduction as to what about the key audit matter. And third is you should provide reason as to why the auditor feels, why I feel that this is the key audit matter. And last is your modified opinion versus going concern versus your KAM as to when to provide what. So your key audit matter is not a substitute for a modified opinion. That means if you want to give a modified opinion, you do not give it through the key audit matter paragraph. It's not a substitute for modified opinion under SA 705 or reporting required under SA 570, that is your going concern. Next is your auditor shall report modification or going concern in accordance with applicable essays and include a reference to basis for qualified or adverse opinion or material uncertainty related to going concern, that is your essay 570. Great. So this with this we are done with this essay. Like the video and I'll see you in the next one.